Welcome to a place where history comes to life and to a compass of various art media. For years, Östergötlands Museum has been a well-respected place for local history and for a very broad exhibition of not just paintings, but also other art media like clothes or interactive exhibits. The Östergötlands Museum has existed now for 84 years and even has been called a Museum of the Year in 2023. Join us on this journey where we'll take you behind the scenes as we work to enhance the visitor experience and create a whole new way for the museum to connect with its community and customers.
Östergötlands Museum is a regional museum where we have exhibitions with art and about history, cultural history. And we also have temporary exhibitions with different subjects. And I'm looking forward to being a part of this project and learn more about participatory design and see how we can use that in the engagement project here at the Östergötlands Museum.
Participatory design, or PD, is more than just a process. It involves actively involving end users, stakeholders, and communities in the design process. We offered Karin, our contact person, 3 project concepts and let her discuss with her colleagues what they would find most effective for the museum. Later on, she came back to us with a collective decision. We are to create together a takeaway diary that engages families with kids of any age with the museum exhibits through quest-like activities and story-driven games. Our next step was to collect user data through a short survey that museum visitors filled in within a week. We took time to design a simple form, and after an initial weekend of collecting responses passively, we went to ask the museum visitors directly. And we asked literally everyone. The result was 20 responses in the span of a week, so we gained an idea of what to include in our diary, and we could start outlining the content for it and come up with a prototype. We took advantage of the possibility of real-time collaboration in Figma, and we went ahead and started creating our lo-fi prototype of the booklet there, while meeting online. We made the basic decisions like number of pages and brief content description together, and then we assigned pages to each other, so that the booklet was a work done by collaboration. Then we ended the call and designed the pages each on their own, while communicating through our group chat, whenever we needed to ask a question or when we needed the others to quality check our design. We had agreed on a deadline for the design, which we all stuck to, and then printed the prototype at the university. The lo-fi prototype came out pretty good. We also printed letters for the clues of the scavenger hunt, and then we proceeded to go around the history section and put the letters where we planned to, according to the clues. As a last step before the workshop started, we prepared some fika. We had everything prepared and we were ready to start the workshop.
This is our workshop for our project in Liu.
After a brief introduction of ourselves and the course, we gave instructions on the booklets and handed them over to the participants. Then they were off to the history exhibition to start their booklet journey. We gave them 40 minutes to do this. First they were completing them separately, but eventually the 2 groups merged a bit and collaborated. What was interesting was that they actually started with the scavenger hunt, even though it's the second activity in the booklet. We stayed around just in case they were struggling or had any questions.
I'm guessing you completed everything. How did it go?
After we all gathered in the room again, we offered them some fika and we started the feedback session.
What did we have troubles with?
Where the letters are.
We searched on the things,
Oh
Yeah.
and then you helped us. They were taped on.
And we used these lines. We thought we were supposed to fill in the objects as well, and not just the
We
letters.
should have done that. We didn't.
But then it went hard, so I don't think it was.
He was so fast. He just wanted to have the letters, so we didn't write this like this. And it's an English word. I guess it later would be in Swedish, maybe the whole thing.
Yeah, it's in English because we are
Of
only English
course.
speakers.
Yes, I get it. So from present and all the way back here.
track or the red track, and then you can hunt for different words.
Or even different tracks for different ages,
Yes,
maybe, of the
yes.
children, different difficulties. That's also my first, and then he said, "Oh, there it is, the model." And then I couldn't see if it was wood or cardboard. We just guessed it.
We collected some valuable key points and perspectives from this workshop, which allowed us to think further and start our final booklet improvement. After we pinned down all of the takeaways, we could finally start designing our final prototype. We took into consideration all of the aforementioned feedback, as well as some new, better design decisions we came up with along the way. We took extra time to align, change colors, fonts, layout, and margins of the booklet, so that it corresponded not only to the feedback, but also to our own design decisions. Once we were finished redesigning, we printed our final prototype and headed to the museum for a final meeting with Karen. We met Karen a week before the submission date and gave her the finalized prototype of the booklet. She loved the outcome of it, and after we walked her through the changes, we shared some reflective views on the process of our work together.
We want to be better at doing this, so this is very inspiring, and it's very good to have like outside eyes on the museum. So I think it's really nice. You do this for free for us, so I really appreciate it.
I guess the visitors like competition.
Yeah.
So like they try to, okay, we have to get that one.
Yes, and I think that's nice when you can do it together as a family where everyone gets their own.
After that, it was time for us to split our ways, but both Karen and we expressed that it would be great if we could continue on this project later on, outside of this course, and make it a functioning part of the museum journey, since she saw a lot of potential in it.